So today is finally the day that we're getting the brand new expansion pack reveal trailer called Adventure Awaits. And I, for one, am very excited about this, even though it's not even out yet. When I saw the teaser on Twitter from the Sims team, I knew for a straight up fact I was going to like it because kids are actually involved in an EP because Parenthood, Seasons, and Grown Together are the three most used top packs that I will always use because kids are actually involved and have actual gameplay benefits because when kids are left out, it doesn't feel as exciting. Because from this teaser video that they posted, I was so pumped because kids can do archery, which is a huge thing that we've never actually had in The Sims, I don't think. But the fact that kids are involved with archery is very, very exciting. New outfits, new hair, new glasses, new environment, especially new debug stuff I see in the back. Then I'm hopeful that we'll actually be in like the whole like landscaping portion because that will be really helpful. But seeing also this spin classes, a new stationary bike, we've never had that before. So I am very excited about these bikes, but I'm wondering if these weights over here are actually like functional objects and not decor, because you remember Lovestruck had these similar things and they were just decor. So I'm hopeful that with these bikes and these weights, they will all work the same exact way and build our Sims fitness skill. But the other thing about this too, I saw ocean woohoo. The fact that your Sims will be able to woohoo in the ocean is very interesting to me because we can woohoo in pretty much anything in the Sims at this point, even in the sky. So in the ocean, hey, you go up in the sky, you must go underwater at some point in your life. Make it spicy, make it a little bit different. Like they said, temptation awaits. But what really caught my eye from this teaser was this thing in the background. This looks like a jungle gym to me. And if you remember from McDonald's way back in the day in your childhood, the play place, if you remember that, it looks exactly like this, but a lot smaller, of course, and probably less unsanitary. But I really like the idea that we're gonna probably get some new jungle gym playground equipment because we don't really have a lot besides like the swings, monkey bars, and even the tree house and a few other things. But I really want an actual like jungle gym playground equipment that is modular, being able to craft it how we want, size it up how we want, and really make something special for the kids, especially for memories. But with all that to say, I think we now can go ahead and watch the new trailer. It drops in 2 minutes, so we have some time to kind of woo-saw, calm ourselves, and get ready to see what we're actually going to be getting. But let's see how this goes. Oh, kayaking, I knew it. Jellies. Oh, ooh, a geyser. Slides, slides. Oh, these hairs. Is that a diving board? Is that an imaginary friend? Gibby. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. It's giving McDonald's. Wait, why is the imaginary friend so sad? Oh. Happy camper. Camp director. Oh, a blender. It's like, I gotta get away from this place. It's crazy. Competitive. Spins class. Finally. Dive time. Oh. Oh, not this man child. No, no, no. Love Highland. Love Island. Oh my gosh. Finally an in-ground hot tub. Oh. Oh my. Ooh. Woohoo. Simmons C. No, September 10th. Wait. Oh my gosh. So after watching this trailer, I think I'm gonna probably be using this pack more than I think I will because I love playing with Parenthood, Seasons, and Growing Together. So I'm thinking this pack is gonna be like right up there with like the core 5 that I usually play with on repeat, because in this pack, we saw a lot of different things. Kayaking, geysers, a brand new world, a New Zealand type bird, planning getaways. The imaginary friend is officially back in The Sims 4, because if you remember playing The Sims 3 Seasons, we got the imaginary friend. It was able to grow up and be real one day. And so I'm thinking that with this expansion pack, you'll have an option to like turn your imaginary friend real and actually interact with it more, and people can actually see it and probably marry your imaginary friend. And so I have so many high hopes but low expectations that this is going to be a really, really fun pack. But what I'm really curious about though is how are they going to do the getaways, because planned getaway feels like planning a vacation. So I'm wondering if they're ever going to explain a little bit more about what the getaways actually truly entail, because we saw like this weird Sims version of Love Island. We saw a way where we can have like getaway camps for kids, new ways where we can like go to a workout exercise retreat. So I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of interesting things that will come out of getaways, especially knowing the different types of getaways that we can plan, and knowing that we can plan out different activities is going to be really interesting. But I'm wondering what that schedule means. Like you had like a 9 a.m., a 12 p.m. and a 3 p.m. So I'm thinking there's going to be like a schedule system in place for the getaways that will separate the idea that it's going to be a vacation, if that makes sense. Like if you've ever been on a retreat or a getaway, I think it's going to be something similar to that, where you have a distinct schedule of like, go to bed at this time, eat your food at this time, go work out this time, go do your spin class at this time, and X, Y, and Z things. So I have a lot of high hopes, but very low expectations. So hopefully we get a lot more information and we'll actually like this more than like 2 months. So what I'm gonna do is go frame by frame in this trailer, as we per usually do when I do trailer reactions. I like to slow down the trailer, go frame by frame, see what's new, see what's old, because honestly, at the end of the day, I'm pretty much guessing the entire time, but my brain likes to go wild and think it's real. So take it with a grain of salt. None of this is actually confirmed, but I'm hoping that all these things are real and I'm just guessing the entire. So I just slowed everything down in the trailer and turned off the music so we're not distracted. But I will tell you, this is a 3-minute long trailer, and these videos that I do can take a long time. So sit down, relax, grab your popcorn, because we're about to go in it for the long haul and dissect. We've never dissected a trailer before. But in this first frame, what we see here for sure is kind of an overview of the world. We see a lighthouse, and if you remember from a while back ago in one of the other packs, there was also a lighthouse from Brindleland Bay and Cats and Dogs that your Sims could woohoo in. I'm wondering if we can also woohoo in this lighthouse, but not actually go up here on this ledge, but we can go inside of it and actually woohoo in it. But what I also see here is these two little things down here. So grainy, so dark, but if you remember seeing in the trailer and like a little bit of a teaser, our Sims were kayaking, which we've never actually had kayaking in The Sims 4 before, or just in Sims in general. So kayaking is a brand new thing, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that actually works and what you can actually do with it, and like if there's any like customization with it too. And also, can you buy it at a stall and build and buy? Like, how does it actually come into play? But I think it's so cool that your Sims will be able to do kayaking for a change, and hopeful that we could do like some type of kayaking like race or some type, because that'll be very, very cool if we could. Because imagine a kayaking race to see who can get to the finish line and win the prize. That would be very exciting. But what I do see here is a brand new hair. I think a brand new like type of like head accessory, new outfit here, possible new top right here maybe, but we do see two different types of kayaking options, a yellow and a red, giving mustard and ketchup, but that's what it is to me. This right here reminds me of Stardew Valley, and I'm getting to the point in my game right now in year 4 of my save file where I'm gonna be able to see the little moonlight jellies appear out of nowhere. So this is what it reminds me of a little bit. So I'm wondering what this area is called, what effects you get out of it when you like swim in this part of the ocean, and the fact that you can go back floating, you can swim with the jellies, you can go fishing here. But I just wonder, how does this occur? When does it occur? And like, what happens? Any like moodlets, milestones, literally anything. I want to know what this area is, but it's so stinking cute that it reminds me of Stardew Valley. I think someone on the Sims team is a Stardew Valley fan. I mean, who isn't? That game was made by one person, Concerned Ape, Eric, and he literally made that game and birthed it into the world. It's on every single platform you can think of, and he just announced 1.7 for Stardew Valley. We don't know when it's coming out, but it's happening, and that's all that matters to me. So Concerned Ape, thank you. Even if he had no involvement whatsoever, I'm still very excited about these little jellies right here because I am a Stardew Valley fan at heart. But I think it's very cool that we have these things set in place. So I do wonder what kind of, can we wear jelly heads? Wait, okay, this thing right here, very, very small. But looking at these Sims over here, go back. These Sims are wearing like these like jellyfish hats on their head. And that's so cool. I wonder how you can acquire them. I hope you can't acquire them like by fishing up a jellyfish because that would just be crazy. But imagine if that was a possibility. Still very cool. But in this frame, what we do see here is like a campground archway, which will be very good to make a campground. If you've ever seen The Parent Trap by Lizzie Lohan and a bunch of other people, I think someone is going to literally recreate The Parent Trap in The Sims 4. If they haven't done it already, they can make it even better with this new EP. But I know for a fact, as a builder and a game player and storyteller, I'm gonna be using this very, very, very soon. But I like this area over here. We see another kayak option in green, so that's number 3. We also see a new like chimney thing here. I see new options for like spandrels and columns, and that's a base game door. I think that's a base game window, I think. But this right here, it has a little bit of green on this bottom part. So this might be a new window, new spandrels, new columns, new chimney, possible new like roof style texture. We have this archway over here. We do have like a new ladder that we can put into the water. This might be like a new deck foundation that we might be able to use. I see archery over here, brand new hair, brand new top, maybe brand new pants, brand new top here, new pants, new shoes possibly, new full body outfit, new hair. I think that's a new hair over there. But moving forward into the trailer, what we also see is the new stationary bikes. So your Sims will be able to do like spin classes of some type. And I'm thinking that if you remember from Spa Day, we have like these 2 different type of mats. We have an instructor mat, and then we have a regular yoga mat. And so I'm thinking that we'll probably have an instructor like stationary bike and then a regular stationary bike. Or if they're all the same, that'll also be very cool. But I'm curious though, if we'll be able to click on one of the bikes and say, this is the instructor bike, so we can start our spin class at this time. So this will definitely be very new for sure. New weights that I know for a fact are going to be functional because it showed in the trailer, kind of like a little bit more further down. We do have a brand new fence here, but I do see quite a bit of stuff. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Okay, everything went so fast in the trailer that I kind of forgot. So toddlers have a brand new hair with like beads at the end of their hair. So new hair for toddlers, new hairs for kids, new shirt, base game pants possibly, new top, new pants, new shoes, and butterfly catching is brand new. So we'll be able to catch butterflies. And then whatever this thing is, that might have to do something with the butterflies or just the area in general, or some type of like landmark in the world. Ooh, okay, brand new hat, brand new hair, brand new top, lookout tower. Again, I'm referencing a lot of different games right now because I play a lot of video games on Twitch, but if you've ever played the video game Firewatch, or if you've ever been camping, but the game Firewatch is literally like in the woods. You're like camping, but you are like the scout master, or like you're the lookout tower person who stays up here, make sure there's like no fires, no rambunctious people, just overall keeping the wood area safe and sound and clean. But this right here, oh, I am for sure using that right now, because I'm currently like building a campground save file in Granite Falls for my own personal use that I will eventually release to you all to download. But I'm making a lookout tower, and I'm like, when I see this, I'm like, can I have the pack like yesterday so I could have used this? So for sure, this will be in debug or live edit, and I will be using this for sure. But I am very, very, very excited about this right here. The hat, the hair, and the shirt. But as we move forward into the trailer, what we do see here are these two elders and a geyser behind them, and they're taking a photo together. But what I'm curious about though, besides the geyser erupting, I'm wondering, what does the geyser do after it erupts? Are there any interactions with it? Any like moodlets, sentiments, milestones that come with it? And like, can you actually take photos with it, or are the Sims just taking a selfie right beside each other and the guys are just happen to be in the background? But as we go further into the trailer, what we do see here is, of course, a brand new roof type: large window, medium window, small window. 4 things so far, but we also see a brand new pool slide, which is something we've never actually gotten in The Sims 4. Sure, we've had like diving boards that are different from like Get Together and some other packs, but I needed basic stuff. So this basic pool slide and this basic looking diving board is what I literally needed. But we do have a pool slide, a diving board, new roof type, 3 new windows. I also see another kayak here. I think this might be like a little light for the patio, a brand new like little chair here. I also see an imaginary friend all the way tucked in the background, and we see the hairs more closely. So a new afro textured hair, very good. New hair here and new hair here. New full body outfit, brand new top full body outfit maybe, could not tell. I see a brand new table here. And then as we go a little bit more forward, what we do see is the imaginary friend. And I'm just so excited. I think we've all been wanting the imaginary friend back every once in a while. Like, we either love it or we hate it. It is a very creepy thing, especially in The Sims 3, because it comes to life and only your Sim child could see it and nobody else. So everyone thought that you were crazy, but in reality, you aren't crazy. You're just talking to your best friend who's invisible to like the outside world, but not to you. So this is where it comes into play for scheduling a getaway. I wonder though, like, what does this getaway actually mean and what can you actually do? So this getaway is like one of the type of getaways that you can actually do in the game. But what I see is this new little sign from Build and Buy. I see whatever that thing is, that looks new. We already know new picnic tables, a brand new slide over here. And this is the slide that we all know, love, and hate. It's that metal, hot looking slide that can either burn you or make you fall on your face forward. So a brand new slide, brand new swings, but it says get away to camp Gibby Gibby or Gibby Gibby. Either way, I think that's like so cool. The Parent Trap for sure. Ooh, okay, I see this new sculpture here, a new hat that can be hung on the wall, a new lamp over here, new bunk beds, and we can also shoot paper airplanes. I see another gnome possibly. I see a new desk. I see some new art frames over here. That's a base game TV. That is just a decorative floor fan. I think we're getting a new game console as well, as you can see over here. A new chair, a new activity table, or a new desk, but new activities to make paper airplanes. But this is so stinking cool. Oh, another version of the imaginary friend. It's like a little pink unicorn. Oh, and then the, oh my gosh, what was it? What's it called? It's not paper airplanes, but paper mache, or like, you know how people like made those little things like this, and they would do like 1, 2, 3, 4, and like pick one and they like flip it over and like 1, 2, 3, 4. This, Oh my gosh, it's bringing back childhood memories I remember doing all the time. Oh my gosh, I used to make these as a kid. I was terrible at them and I made very bad choices with them, but I like this stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay. So there's a lot of really interesting things with this. So we can turn our little puppet little thing into an imaginary friend so it can come to life. And this looks so scary. But yet, honestly, it makes sense. Imaginary friends are like from your own two brain cells. It could be really good or really bad. You just don't know. But I like the fact that we can turn our like little play friend into a real thing. But what I'm really seeing here though is that this kid and his imaginary friend is saying, hey, you look lonely. You need some friends. I can help you like find friends. You just got to open yourself up more to like new experiences and new people. And throughout this trailer, I feel like personally, this imaginary friend was encouraging him to be more open to the idea of like these kids are not here to hurt you or like do anything bad to you, but they're here to be your friend. And I think the imaginary friend is encouraging him to find new friendships eventually. But this right here, this one, of course, new swing set, but this modular playground equipment, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, McDonald's play place, if you know what that is. It's giving that, but like outdoorsy. So what we see here, first and foremost, one, we see stairs, slide, platform, main big thingy over here, a new ladder, a bridge, and then we also see like this tunnel thing and also this little climby thing over here, and then the circular thing, and also whatever that other thing was. Where did it go? Oh, this thing right here. So what we see is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and maybe 11. I see a lot of different moving pieces here. So this will be fully modular, and it looks like this one, that one, and that one are all at different heights. So there's like a small, medium, and large like platform stable like place. And then of course the slides and like little whirly slide thing, and then the ladder are all different heights too. So there's a lot of like things you can play around with this and really makes it really interesting. Like this is my childhood. This is what I remember. So I'm here for that. But as a kid, whenever I went to like the play place or like the playground and they had this thing, I always pretended I was trapped in like this weird little bubble, and like I need like my parent or whoever to like to get me out of this, and I would literally bang on the thing like, hey, I'm trapped in here, please help me, please. So I would always bang my hands on this thing like I was trapped in like a weird little bubble, but in reality I was just being devious and funny. But if you remember that, it was just so cool. But I like the slides, I like the story. Ooh, rock paper scissors. Oh yes, it's on the popcorn. Paper and rock. He wins, she loses. I think it is very cool that we have these things. Oh, hide and seek. We can play hide and seek with the kids, or anyone at least. So I think that's like really nice. Like throughout this trailer, what I'm seeing is that this kid is growing up and we're seeing like his life change before our very eyes. His imaginary friend encouraged him to find new friends other than him so he can be happy and excited and healthy about his grown-up life one day. But kids have the option to be like a happy camper to camp director, which I'm thinking will be a brand new career that we'll be able to like do and have our Sims like play around with. So I'm excited to be a camp director one day. But the blender is new, and that's really cool. So I wonder what kind of things we can make out of it. Like what kind of smoothies, and you get benefits out of it. I wonder. Ooh. But mama said, I need a vacation from this chaos. Get me out of here. But it says get away to revive and thrive. So this must be like another type of like getaway that you can do. But I like the A-frame cabins. I like this new diving board over here. So moving forward, we have a spin class. And what I'm thinking is that with the spin class and the time, the getaways, you can like schedule times for different activities while you're there. So 9 a.m. is a spin class. And then also at, I believe at noon is their free weights like time that they can like do weights however they want to do. And then their other time is just like a free time dive time at 3 p.m. So each time has a different activity for your Sims to do. So that way there's like a schedule and they're on point and like there's like some structure. Now we have the Calientes here with Mr. Manchild Don Lothario thinking, hey boo thing, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? And he's like, boy, bye. So they're gonna schedule a getaway saying, yeah, this man-child is doing the uttermost. We gotta get away from him. So they're gonna go to a nice getaway called Love Highland, AKA Love Island, but Sims version. And what we see here is a lot of Sims, or it's called Temptation Island. I'm not really into reality TV shows, but I know Love Island and I know Temptation Island. I know all these romantic reality shows. They get to this one island in this one house. They may fall in love, they may get married after the show, and then they end up getting divorced afterwards. Someone eventually gets eliminated at one point, but you know what I mean. If you've seen them, you know. So what we see here is challenge modifier, and in this is player's choice elimination, creative skill elimination, activity shuffle, everyone hates each other, romantic competition, cooking competition. We also see player choice elimination, creative skill elimination. So kind of just going through all the different types to see what you can possibly choose. So challenge modifier, that's really cool. Romantic competition elimination. So I wonder what that actually truly entails. I assume you have to like romance people as much as possible. And if it doesn't work, you're gone. But what we see here and what I've been waiting for literal eons for the past 11 years is this hot tub. If you remember from like base game, from the base game updates and like other packs, we've been getting hot tubs, but they're above ground and they're big and bulky. But this right here, an in-ground hot tub. If you know The Sims 2 and you know The Sims 3, we have in-ground hot tubs and we're finally getting that in The Sims 4. So I'm just so happy that we actually have this. I'm gonna use this more than the ones that we already have because this goes in the ground and not above ground, unless we want it to. If you use platforms and foundations, then you can kind of do that, but this is what I need. So now that we've watched the trailer, did the dissection, we now can go and transition over to the key features and the blog post. So that way we can kind of understand what we're actually getting out of this EP, because a 3-minute reveal trailer is really not that much, and it really doesn't explain anything other than pretty graphics, pretty video, and pretty music. So I kind of want to know what I'm actually getting myself into before I buy it. But anyway, for the key features, we have time for a getaway. New experiences are out there for you to discover or create. Explore the possibilities of custom venues and getaways. Getaways can last a day or more and be anything from restful to challenging. Schedule activities that will help your Sims recharge and maybe meet new friends. You can even apply rules to your getaway. For example, elimination rules like skill or relationship gain will have your Sims competing to outlast each other. Oh, this will be extra fun for Sims with the new competitive trait. Build and decorate your unique custom venue however you want. Decide what kind of activities are available there and share to the gallery for others to enjoy. But for the next one, it says adventures start at childhood. From camp getaways to imaginative play, the fun the Sims have as kids will set the stage for the rest of their lives. Child Sims can develop new traits by going through formative moments and forge evolving childhood sentiments towards Sims they grew up knowing. Wait, that is so stinking cool! As a family game player, this means the world to me. Formative years, evolving childhood sentiments. Like I mentioned in like the trailer dissection, I remember just like having the best time in the McDonald's play place of like sliding up and down the slide, banging on that little circular bubble thing, having fun like spinning those little blocks, having friends to hang out with at the park or the playground, and then just being able to make paper mache stuff and paper airplanes. I remember those things, and those things have stuck with me for the rest of my life. And honestly, I feel like it's shaped me as an adult to be creative in many different ways to like do things. So I'm really, really excited about the formative years and the childhood sentiments of like what we actually get out of it. Ooh, okay. Customized modular playgrounds with slides and activities for a ton of childhood fun. Kids can challenge each other with games like hide and seek, rock, paper, scissors, and even have imaginary friends. Choose from 4 different types of imaginary dolls and 4 different personalities: goofball, competitive, creative, and evil. These personalities will affect the activities they suggest, so keep those smoke detectors handy. The next one is a life of play. The love of play begins during childhood and lasts a lifetime. Sims will have new skills to engage with: papercraft, entomology, diving, and archery. So 4 new skills. Paper crafting, very exciting for paper mache, paper airplanes. Diving's a brand new skill, and archery. Entomology, I'm not entirely sure what that is. So entomology is a branch of zoology concerned with the study of insects. So basically, you are able to understand your insects a lot more and kind of be more in depth. So that's really, really cool. Wow. So butterflies are being added into the mix where you can catch butterflies and probably study more about the butterflies and different types of butterflies. Because there's so many different types out there that we just don't know. And if you don't study them, you won't know what they are. But if you do, then you know. But that is very cool to see that we have 4 new skills, especially entomology, which I never knew what that actually was. But make classic crafts like paper planes, catch and raise butterflies, make a splash with the new diving boards, and hit the bullseye. These activities are both kids and grown-ups, as the diving board, water slide, and kayak. Get out there and explore the water. Active adults will enjoy working out with spin bikes and free weights and drinking refreshing smoothie from the new blender. Okay, 4 new skills. We also have a brand new traits. We also have diving boards, archery, paper crafting, entomology, kayaking, water slides. This pack is too much. It's giving like, okay, I can see it is as a $40 pack, but I'm not yet convinced just yet. But I'm still here for the idea. The concept is very nice, but I need more info. And the last one says, adventure around every corner. Explore 3 neighborhoods: Wonderwood Wilds, Crystal Valley, and Jellyfish Junction, in the adventurous world of Gibby Point. And when I think of Gibby, I think of Gibby from iCarly. Gibby always has a point. So Gibby's Point. I like that. But there are engaging Sims to meet, quests to uncover, and sights to see, including the erupting geyser, a bioluminescent bay, and a lagoon glowing with jellyfish. The locals love jellyfish, as do I as a Stardew Valley fan. I love me some jellyfish. Attend festivals on the boardwalk and start a career as a park worker that can lead to working as a park ranger or a camp counselor. You might even spot the mysterious plum bird. Each of Gibby Point's neighborhoods has its own getaway: Camp Gibby Gibby, Revive and Thrive, and Love Highland that Sims can jump right into. I like all 3 of those, but there is a blog post that we definitely have to read, because that way we can kind of understand of what Gibby Point is all about, what we're actually getting, and also if they actually collaborated with any builders on this EP. Welcome Simmers of all ages to Gibby Point, a new and a wonderful world bursting with play, discovery, and adventure at every turn. Many, many years ago, before it was inhabited, a great wave rushed through Gibby Point to create a lush and fertile landscape. It became home to jellyfish, glowworms, and plum birds. Okay, 3 things that we can actually collect, hopefully. It's also where the world's largest geyser, unusual caves of crystal, and bioluminescent bay were formed. But it was more than just these unusual creatures and natural wonders that drew Sims from all over to Gibby Point. Here, adventure can be found around every corner. Embrace the spirit of childhood and carry it into a bold and adventurous life. Meet new Sims, uncover quests, explore new sites, discover getaways like kid camps, fitness retreat, and even a romantic contest. Ooh. Gibby Point is also a world in which we're excited to introduce a new getaway system with custom venues and getaway planner, expanded childhood content, finally, including new sentiments and playground builder, new activities, traits, career, objects, and challenges, and more. But we have 1, 2, 3 getaway. 3 thrilling new neighborhoods await you in Gibby Point. Wonderwood Wilds, a leafy haven laced with forest trails, erupting geyser, and a whisper of mystery. Crystal Valley is where the sparkling rock formations ignite the imagination. And Jellyfish Junction is a waterfront wonderland with glistening lagoon and locals who adore their jellyfish. Every Adventure Bring Me neighborhood in Gibby Point is anchored in its own unforgettable getaway. Sims can fish in the mountain streams and swap campfire stories at Camp Gibby Gibby in Wonderwood Wilds. If you know, you know. I mean, SpongeBob, our CampFiresong. Anyway, nonetheless, recharge body and mind at Revive and Thrive in Jellyfish Junction, or spark a romance at the cozy retreat of Love Highland in Crystal Valley. It'll be hard to choose your getaway and even harder to leave. So I like there's already like set in stone getaways that we can actually go to, but we have the option to create our own if we want to. So I like both of the playing fields there. Sims can also unwind at the Boardwalk Festival, grab the controller of a retro gaming console, catch butterflies, accept quests from curious local who may actually be last surviving large plum bird to roam Gibby Point, which, by the way, was this guy right over here in the far back. For the young and the young at heart, which I'm the young at heart, the magic of play begins in childhood. In Adventure Awaits, child Sims can shape their personality and skills through formative years, new traits, and evolving childhood sentiments that will influence experiences well into adulthood. Let young Sims explore papercraft, archery, diving, and even emtology, or build sprawling modular playgrounds to make adventure time even more thrilling. They can also enjoy classic games like hide and seek or rock, paper, scissors, and even take on challenges that build both confidence and connections. I do wonder though, how well will this work with parenthood, with the sentiments and values that we have? I really am curious about that and how that affects or helps the kids. If your child sim isn't the cool kid on the block, a new kid-focused aspiration, and they're having trouble making friends, try an imaginary one. And that's right, chat, imaginary friends are here. Choose 4 distinct dolls and 4 unique personalities: goofball, creative, competitive, and evil. Each one will interact and bond with their sim on their own special and possible chaotic way. Caution, evil friends do not come with extra smoke detectors. I mean, they can, but they won't. So, be prepared for your house to be literally lit on fire. For adult Sims in Gibby Point, wrinkles and gray hair may be optional. Playtime, however, is not. And this place is full of adventures, thrills, and new activities like kayaking, water sliding, and working out at the fitness center. For truly outdoorsy, the new park worker career offers 2 paths: camp counselor and park ranger. Perfect for keeping adventure alive year-round. I love that. If the 3 establishing getaways don't fill your adventure cup, you can design your own and play by your own rules. With the new feature, custom venues and getaway system, you can craft unique escapes for your Sims and their friends. Getaways can last a day or more and be anything from restful to challenging. Schedule activities that will help your Sims recharge and maybe even meet new friends. You can even apply rules to your getaway. For example, for those who love reality dating shows, elimination rules will have Sims competing to outlast each other. So basically, Love Island, Temptation Island, The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, The Golden Bachelor, Big Brother Superstar, Celebrity Big Brother, you know that one TV show? Total Drama Island. It basically is all that wrapped into one, but simified. And I like that. So honestly, I'm here to cause chaos, more than you know. But build and decorate your own custom unique venues however you want, and decide what activities are available there and share to the gallery for others to enjoy. Imagine a beachfront lot that serves smoothies by day. Yes, this pack has blenders, and transforms into a bustling dance club at night. Need some more inspiration for your perfect getaway? Check out the builds made by Simmers below, who make The Sims. So they made builds for this pack. They had Simmers make builds for this pack. And also, what's a getaway without an itinerary? With the Getaway Planner, you can mix and match activities or test your Sims mettle with fitness challenges using the new spin bikes and free weights. Win or lose, the new competitive trait will determine how gracious or salty they are about the outcome. And then we'll be able to make whatever we want, however we want. But look at this, them as kids and them as adults. Oh, you may have caught a glimpse of young Nigel Thornberry in the new reveal trailer alongside his 2 best buds, Raheel and Toshi, the great adventurers. Now an adult and lifelong Gibby Point resident, Nigel enthusiastically serves as camp director at Camp Gibby Gibby, guiding Sims young and old through adventures they'll remember for a lifetime. Ooh. Nigel Chavez Lastone? I think I said that completely wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, which I pretty much am. Ooh, get to know Nigel and other Gibby Point neighbors in our upcoming Meet the Sims article on September 17th. So we have some time before we get that article. Good. And this is the pre-bonus content that you get if you pre-order it before a certain date. The lamp, the kettle, and also the socks are the 3 things that we're going to get if you purchase by November, I think, 13th. But with this pack, they did have Simmers made builds for this pack. So we have JJ Binks, which I'm very excited about. I love JJ Binks. Danielle Builds, love Danielle Builds. Griffey, Kiwi Sims Kate, and also Axie Sims. I know 4 of these Simmers, but I don't know Kiwi Kate. But I love that they have actual Simmers in the community make builds for packs. So I am so excited. If you do not follow all these wonderful people, please do. I will link all their channels down below. They make awesome, awesome, awesome content. You will not be disappointed whatsoever. We are in good hands. These builds will be luscious, grand, and lovely and not empty. These builders know what they're doing, and they do great at it every single day. But we had JJ Binks, an Aussie mom and full-time content creator who can't resist bringing her favorite movies and TV shows to life in the game. So she built Love Highland custom venue in Crystal Valley. And also you can find her lot Whispering Waters Sanctuary on the gallery on October 2nd. But this build is nestled by serene waters. Love Highland features a private dock, a luxurious hot tub, and numerous cozy nooks perfect for romantic evenings. Surrounded by nature, it offers an idyllic escape for intimate moments and peaceful relaxation. Opportunities for romance and trauma abound. And they said, knowing that this was my once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to build lots of my favorite game added some serious pressure. It wasn't just about making things look epic and unique, but also about creating lots that people can jump into, play with, and craft their own stories, all while having fun. The in-ground spa was a must-have for every build. It was such a fun twist on a classic above-ground ones we usually see. They also love the epic fireplace moment, so the romantic getaway lot and the build literally revolves around the massive fireplace pillar. This house was made by Danielle Builds, who, if you don't know, makes very, very good short form content, long form content, and is a very talented builder. You probably have seen her videos here and there on like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all over the place where she does like these stop motion type builds. Danielle Builds is a content creator for a variety of content from stop motion builds, speed builds, and tutorials. She built the Jellyfish Junction vacation rental, which is this right here, in Jellyfish Junction, as well as the Cryptic Creek camp featured in the gallery on October 2nd. Satin in the heart of the bustling seaside neighborhood of Jellyfish Junction, this vacation rental offers vacationers modern comfort and easy access to the local attractions and amenities. Ooh. With its calming decor and stargazing balcony, Jellyfish Jubilee is the perfect spot for an enjoyable and convenient stay in Gibby Point. And they said, when building the getaways, I think about how players will interact with the space differently than they would at a permanent home. They focused on creating memorable vacation moments like a serenic outdoor hangouts, activity spaces, and inviting communal areas while still keeping the layout functional for different families. And I like that. And then we have another talented builder that we all know and love, Griffey, my good friend Tanya, who makes fantastic builds. I would say that Griffey is the wonderful, like, talented person for tiny, small builds. And if you love tiny homes, small builds, and creative builds, you will love Griffey. So check out Griffey if you haven't done so already. But Griffey is a longtime simmer who has built the custom venue of Camp Gibby Gibby in Wonderwood Wilds. Plumbird Park is also here too, and the Fearful Fish Lounge in Crystal Lake. So Camp Gibby Gibby is here, made by Griffey, and I love that. So with Camp Gibby Gibby, it offers stunning lake views and a sturdy dock, perfect for jumping into refreshing waters With many exciting activities to engage in, Sims of all ages can create unforgettable adventures in the heart of nature. And Griffey said, I never got to go to camp as a kid, so getting to create my dream camp in the game was so exciting and I can't wait to bring my Sims there. The oceans surrounding the world are all beautiful and getting to build so close to them, and even partly on the water for Camp Gibby Gibby really helped pull the build together. They loved having the ability to add docks over the water with place a roast marshmallow or even go kayaking. That is really cool. I cannot wait to do kayaking, and I cannot wait to do like roast marshmallows and have like a lot of fun, especially at Camp Gibby Gibby. I have a lot of ideas for builds and a lot of ideas for gameplay that I know for sure I'm going to have a lot of fun with. Now, this next build is made by KiwiSim Kate, who hails from Aotearoa, New Zealand, which I've never been to New Zealand before, but also I'm not very familiarized with KiwiSim Kate, but after seeing this build right here, I know for a straight up fact they are a very talented, most incredible and creative builder that you all should definitely check out, and I know for a fact that I will be following them on every single platform as of today. But they made this revive and thrive like retreat space for your Sims who need to kind of get away from the hustle and bustle, their home away from home, and just kind of feel more relaxed and rejuvenated. They made 3 lots for this pack: the Miner's Mace in Crystal Valley, and the Revive and Thrive Retreat and Fletcher's Cottage in Jellyfish Junction. So this in here is from Jellyfish Junction, probably where all the jellyfish that you'll see pop up out in the midnight every once in a while. Overlooking the picturesque bay, Revive and Thrive Retreat provides a serene escape to recharge and rejuvenate. This home away from home features state-of-the-art fitness facilities and tranquil views for truly refreshing experiences. And they said they wanted to create a kind of retreat space where Sims might stumble across Nancy Landgrab next to them in a spin class, or the Saluting the Sun with Judith Ward during the morning yoga routine. And while there are some rustic elements, they drew on inspiration from some of the private retreats you hear about celebrities visiting here in Aotearoa. It also was important to them to include heights to the buildings to make most of the sunrise and sunsets in the beautiful world, allowing your Sims to totally unwind after a tough day of exercise. The glamping area, while still being a touch of luxurious, allows your Sims to mix with nature, waking up to the sounds of dawn chorus and a quiet stroll around the trees. And the last and final build is made by SpringSims, who is definitely a very talented builder. I mostly see their stuff on Instagram and like TikTok, but they are very talented at building. The stuff that they build is out of this world, and I'm just like, thank you. You've done so good. I'm giving you your flowers. You are talented, you are gifted, you are amazing. Keep going and don't stop. SpringSims is known as Alexandria, who built 3 residential lots across the neighborhoods: Seabreeze, Scenic, Crystal Cottage, and Wonderwood Wonder. I like the style of this house, especially the skylight right here. Very, very nice. But Crystal Cottage is a sleek and modern house located in the historic mining town of Crystal Valley. It features a polished architectural design and a refreshing pool and a seamlessly blended contemporary living in the area's rich heritage. And I can definitely see that. And I like they have a pool on the side with the pool slide and the diving board and the ladder and the kayak as well. So I like how simple but yet elegant and modern and sleek it is overall. And they said they wanted each lot to have a welcoming and friendly feeling that makes them fun to play with, whether the style for some lots are a bit more rustic or some others are more modern. 2 of the houses they built were pre-made families, but if I were to talk about the lot that is certainly unoccupied, I would start with the story of a young couple just starting out. After they saved enough money, they would move on to the modern house they built in Crystal Valley area. When they're ready, they might even think about having a child. The lot is perfect for a small family with a comfortable lifestyle. Now, usually whenever we get new packs of The Sims 4, we usually get new music and a new radio station, but I'm thinking that with this one, we are not getting a new radio station, but we're getting a lot of new music from different artists that we're probably not used to and different genres. But I don't recognize half of these people, but I do know Naomi Scott. If you've seen the movie Lemonade Mouth, the live action Aladdin movie, and Smile 2, and a bunch of different things, and even Charlie's Angels, the new one, then you know Naomi Scott. She's so gone. Like, hello? I mean, hello. Lemonade Mouth. Great person. Great singer. Great actress. 10 out of 10, iconic. But they did say they're going to have a Q&A with the devs in the Discord for the Imaginary Friends, the Townies and Lore, and the Getaway Systems, all in the Discord on September 9th, 17th, and October 1st, the day before the new EP drops. So hopefully they give us more information and more details down the line as we kind of get more familiarized with Adventure Awaits. But honestly, we don't know until we actually see everything. But with all that being said, I do hope you all enjoyed today's video as much as I did. Let me know down in the comments below as always, what do you think of this EP so far, from the reveal trailer, the blog post, and everything in between, because I honestly want to know your thoughts and opinions at the end of the day. But of course, we don't know until we actually get the gameplay trailer next week, and more blog posts and more Q&A stuff from the dev team at some point soon this month and also next month. But as always, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a video, and I will see you all next time. Bye!